I just got done watching Tyler Perry's Divorced Sistas episode 3 on BET Plus. Oh my God, this show is still good, okay? My only real issue is that I wish I could just binge it all because episode 3 leaves off on a good cliffhanger as well, okay? But we're gonna get into a recap of all the big events that happened on this episode, okay? But Geneva is malicious, right? She is evil, okay? Rashida, she need to stand up for herself and she need to make a move. I'm not sure what move she need to make, but she need to make a move. And Bridget, if she wants to be a mommy, if she got mommy syndrome, she needs to just go ahead and have a baby and get rid of Javon, okay? Naomi needs therapy and Tiffany need to stop being so damn nosy, okay? But before we get into this recap, guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Brandi, and I realize that you could be on any channel in the world, but you're right here with me, and I really do appreciate that. So before we get started, go ahead and like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you do like watching TV show reviews and also movie reviews. Okay, so episode 3 picks up right where episode 2 left off, where Geneva was having a conversation with Javon right in her living room. Oh my gosh, guys. And the name of this episode was called Hushed Tones, and they were whispering right in the living room, right while William was upstairs. I'm like, oh my God, y'all having this conversation in the crib? But anyway, Javon asked her, is she mine? Meaning, is Anika his daughter? Geneva replies,
of course not. Why would you think that?
Well, timelines are kind of coincidental.
Javon, I don't know about him, right? Some people I see online, they like how Javon is confessing his love for Geneva, that he came back to get his woman.
You're supposed to be my wife.
I don't like that. I think Javon is a little bit too aggressive, and I think he is doing too much, right? So he mentions to her, like, we promised that we believe our spouses, right? What me and you had was really good. We said we believe our spouses and be together. Mind you, this was 6 years ago. Well, 5 years and 11 months to be exact, according to Javon, okay? So my thing is, y'all haven't talked since then. Did you really expect Geneva to keep up with that promise? Y'all haven't spoken. Now you pop up out of nowhere. You're back in town. You got your divorce from your wife, and now you expect her to follow suit? That's crazy, guys. That is a maniac. But Geneva, she's a maniac herself, right? Like, I can't believe, again, that they're having this conversation in the living room. And I can't believe even later on in this episode where she's talking to Rashida, and she says,
the IVF. Please tell me that that's not possible.
She acts puzzled that you could get pregnant by somebody else while you're on IVF. Like, girl, what? Like, don't play dumb. I don't like when people play dumb. She's like, I was on IVF. Is this even possible? Yes, it's possible, Geneva. Like, if you're not on birth control and if you're ovulating, yes, Javon can be Anika's daddy, okay? I don't like that she was playing dumb like that and playing innocent because we know that she is not, okay? Also, what's funny about this episode is it's like this episode, she completely forgot about the issue she was having with her husband, William, about her finding out that he said another mom at her daughter's school is fine, right? She found out from her daughter that her husband said something to that effect to another woman at the school, right? But we just forgot all about that storyline for now. I guess she has bigger fish to fry, okay? But back to that conversation in her own living room, okay? Javon even goes on to say that he was like, do you want me to leave? And like, she couldn't really answer that. She's like, well, what would William think if you left? Because they were about to go to the fundraiser together. They were all dressed up really fly, right? And so he's like, you don't want me to leave. This is probably the most fun you've had. Ooh, and that line struck me. It really did. Because I'm like, is this the most fun Geneva's been having? I mean, because she said on episode 2 that she just wants to feel something again. So is she feeling something again? Like, does she like all of this drama? All right. And then we see once they do get to the fundraiser, right, that William, he has the bright idea. He actually came up with the idea in the car to try to hook Javon up with Tiffany, her single friend, right? And Geneva she is literally like, oh, damn near crashing out at the fundraiser with jealousy. She is so jealous to see Javon flirting with her friend, right? She knocks over her water on the table and she's damn near having a panic attack in the bathroom. Like, she really likes this man. I'm like, girl, stand up, pull it together. You are right there with your husband, you know, and her husband is just looking like, what's wrong? It's like he seems very clueless, right? Just to play devil's advocate a little bit here, guys. What if William knows, right? We know Rico, he played some crazy roles in the past in Tyler Perry movies, right? He always comes across very clueless, very innocent. Then at the end, it'd be a twist. And Rico being knew everything. And he was the culprit. He was the villain, right? So I'm in my head like, I wonder if he has any clue that Geneva was actually messing with Javon. And that's why he's being so insistent on trying to hook Javon up with Tiffany, just trying to see Geneva's reaction. Like, is he playing games? Okay, that's one theory that I'm concerned about. I want to see what happens with that. But also, what I would like to know more about is their backstory. Like, what was happening when Geneva was having this affair with Javon? Like, was she mad at William for any reasons? Were they on the outs? Was their relationship in turmoil because they were trying so hard to have a baby? I hear that could be very stressful on a marriage. But nonetheless, Geneva is acting her tail off. Go ahead, Kadeen. You are killing this role, okay? But she is so cunning. She is so devious. I'm like, ooh, okay. She's probably a really good attorney, though. But anyway, let's move right on to Rashida, aka LaToya Luckett, right? I have a prediction or a theory about this too, right? I think they are foreshadowing something with Pastor Jeff's driver. If you notice, the camera keeps focusing on him. It zooms in on him on certain situations. Like, he's getting a little bit too much airtime that he shouldn't be getting if he was just the driver. So I think his character is going to come into the limelight more. And what I mean by that, either he's going to be having an affair with Rashida, which we see often, right? The woman who is scorned ends up being with the driver. We saw that on Power, right? With Tasha was having an affair with 50 Cent's son that was the driver, right? But we see this so often in so many different stories, right? So either she's going to have an affair with the driver, or either Pastor Jeff is having an affair with the driver, okay? But somehow I predict that driver, he's going to have a bigger role in this series, and he's going to mess with one of them, okay? But anyway, Rashida and the pastor are on their way to the fundraiser. They're driving in their Rolls Royce, right? And they're having a conversation, and he is just gaslighting her, right? Like, she's telling him issues that she's having in a relationship with her, and he's just throwing everything back in her face. Like, he's acting stupid. He doesn't know what she's talking about. But he said something to her that it really offended her. He says, like, I gave you a really good life, didn't I? And she fires back at him like, listen, let's not forget it was my grandfather's endowment that bought the church. You know, kind of saying like, don't throw money in my face that you're providing me with this lavish lifestyle when it was my family's money who started the church, right? Like, what? Like, I can't believe that he said that to her. And I also can't believe that he said, like, you're always angry. You're always nagging. Like, are you going through premenopause? He is so disrespectful. He is so rude. Like, I don't think he loves her at all. I hate to say that. Like, or maybe he loves her, but he's not in love with her at all. To speak to your wife like the way Pastor Jeff speaks to Rashida is unacceptable, okay? Where on the flip side of that, I think Rashida very much so still loves him, right? And I want her to stand up, right? I want her to either, you know, find her voice, put her foot down a little bit more with him, or move on. Maybe she could be one of the divorced sisters, okay? Because she needs to make a move somehow, some way, because the way he is treating her is just not good. Now, let's head on over to Naomi. Now, she is officially crashing out. We see that the police come to her home to confiscate possessions that she will not turn over, that legally she was required to after her divorce, right? So apparently her husband was supposed to get the cars. He was supposed to get the furs. He was supposed to get expensive paintings that they had on a wall, right? But she didn't turn those over as she was supposed to in their divorce decree. So the cops are there to confiscate things. They even confiscate the earrings from her. They confiscate her ring. Like, they are taking everything from Naomi. And through it all, like, Naomi, man, she really needs to get some help. And she needs to move on from Franklin. Although I'm not sure yet exactly more backstory on what Franklin did to her that's making her like become this kind of woman, but the way she is behaving is very ugly. It is. Like, she needs to move on. She needs to stand up, because she's even insisting that people still call her Mrs. Price. Like, they're like, oh, we're here to confiscate items for Mr. and Mrs. Price. And she's like, I am Mrs. Price. I'm like, girl, you are divorced. And plus her ex gave her $37 million in a divorce. Like, what more do you want? Do you really need those paintings? Do you really need all of these cars? You have $37 million. Won't you replace it? Matter of fact, won't you move out of that house, right? Just start off fresh. Start anew, Naomi. I just want to see much more for her. But I think that we are going to end up like liking and loving Naomi a lot more towards the end of the season. She regains her confidence and becomes the woman that she deserves to be. Now on to Bridget. I hate Bridget's storyline. I'm just annoyed by her storyline. Like, I just wish I could fast forward through those parts, honestly. Like, her with Javon is so annoying. He is so loud. And he is the one character on this show who I don't think his acting is that good. You know, I really don't. I think LaToya is killing it. Rashida is killing it. Everybody's killing it but him. Like, I do not like his acting. Like, I wish we could just scrap their storyline altogether. But anyway, just to recap, Bridget and her man, she takes him to the fundraiser, but you can tell she is ashamed of him. She is embarrassed that that is her man, okay? We find out that he's 4 months away from being 30 years old, and he's just very embarrassing. Like, he's looking for liquor at the church function. He's just loud, rude. He's asking people, like, how much certain things cost. Like, that is so tacky. Like, he's asking Pastor Jeff and Rashida's driver, like, oh, how much, that coat is nice, man. How much you pay for that? Oh, you ain't gonna tell me how much you pay for that? He's just that kind of guy that's very, like, just tacky, right? But I blame Bridget. Like, I think Bridget has, like, I don't know a term for it, but, like, she wants to be his mommy so bad. She even keeps calling him boy. Like, boy, if you don't stop, boy, this. I'm like, yo, if you want to be a mom that bad, just go ahead and have a baby. Go ahead and have you a son, right? Because this is supposed to be your man. This is supposed to be your lover. You should not be treating him like that, right? And he should not be acting like this in public. He is just so embarrassing, and I hate that storyline, okay? Which brings me to another storyline, Tiffany, right? We don't see much of a storyline from her just yet, right? We just know that she's kind of like the nosy friend. It was just crazy how she went in the room, like in the bathroom area, to talk to Rashida and Geneva just to find out why Geneva walked off after she spilled her water on the table. And they were not telling her what happened, right? Like, they just know that she's the friend that would spill all the beans to the other friends, right? But I want to learn more about Tiffany. Like, maybe we can meet her son that's in college, or maybe we can know just a little bit more about her ex. And I want to see her come to the forefront a little bit more, because I don't know much about Tiffany, but I will say she looks so beautiful on this episode. She looked good going to that fundraiser. She really did. But nonetheless, guys, this show is still really good. I just wish I could binge it. Like, I hate these cliffhangers, and then I have to wait a whole week to watch the next episode. But it's really good. I think the writing's a lot better than the other shows that Tyler Perry's has. And I do want to address one thing. I got a question, like, was this a spinoff of Sisters? This has nothing to do with Sisters at all, right? This is his own separate show, okay? So you don't have to finish up Sisters in order to watch Divorce Sisters. This has nothing to do with it. And it's way better than Sisters, actually. But nonetheless, guys, if you made it this far in the video, please go ahead and like this video. And again, subscribe to the channel if you do like watching TV show reviews and also movie reviews. I will see you on the next video. Peace.